U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis.
Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And look at this. Right away, a loose football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And how about that for some fireworks to start this one?
And the fireworks turned out to be for the kicking team, didn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, go down there, make a play, knock it free, and end up with the football. And for the team who's supposed to have the ball, now their defense has to run out on the field and see if they can slow things down a bit.
A quick scramble for the helmets, and now we switch sides. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw.
That one complete out to Dotson.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Oh, look at this play call. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. The gadget play here on 4th down winds up backfiring. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, this defense for the Commanders, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
2nd and 5.
Now a give, right side. Monk. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the 1st down.
The Vikings have 1-3 here in the early part of the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as he'll take this down to the 44-yard line.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down and 4. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
But they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So a big play there on fourth, and now first and 10 at the 30. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And some room to maneuver. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with second down and less than a yard. They'll set up a throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on second down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is indeed good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just a field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now he's free at the 35. Fighting his way through contact. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards the pickup there.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Into space at the 45. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up knocking.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Dancing to his left. Thrown across the field, and that will easily be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw here. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. So the completion good for just 3. And 3rd and 8 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. And McLaurin, the motion man right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge. And that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Sly able to put this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ramsey. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Back to throw now on first down.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Second and 6.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Back to throw again. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come get me, right? Good luck with that, Bard.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Vikings have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Gets this out quickly to Dotson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, they'll throw. Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. Big yardage that time for Washington. 52 yards.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Jordan. And we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. They fights him off. They'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So defensively, they let the play stand. They'd rather have the down as it'll bring up 4th. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And that is no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Across midfield. He's on his way. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. 1 play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Well, they've got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
And McLaurin in the motion man right. And it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. A little jet sweep to start the drive. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Design run for their wideout. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball. Taking it right down Broadway. A huge play there for Washington. 47 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. Rolling to his right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 23. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision could get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Oh, what a move. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 123 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now 2nd and 5. Up the middle they go. Ramsey. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now motion left with Mooney. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Ramsey. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The Vikings send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Lewis C. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Here we go, here we go. Tiger, 19 Tiger. I got you, baby. Panther Street.
On second down, it's Ramsey, and they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Trying to take this home, they'll run. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
But that was a running back right there that absolutely wanted it, but I also think that he was very smart about it. To me, he had a plan B. Strung it out, got to the sideline. How about the dive to pick up the first down?
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second and 4. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be